Welcome to the show, guys. And yes, on this program we talk about any trending issue ranging from any sector. I mean, from business to fashion to entertainment to politics and so on. And yes, during the week a lot has happened. I mean, ranging from the resumption of the round leather game to the extension of the interstate lockdown and also to the increasing COVID-19 cases in Nigeria. As of yesterday, we have over 6,000 confirmed cases in Nigeria. But anyways, we are going to be talking about the resumption of the round leather game. In March, major leagues around the world suspended activities to curtail the spread of COVID-19. However, last week we have the resumption of the German league, and yes, that is what we are going to be talking about today. And today I have with me one of our in-house sports analysts, Ridwan Yusuf. How are you doing today?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for having me on the show. It's my pleasure to be here with you today.
Thank you so much. And yes, so we are going to be talking about the resumption of the round leather game. And so, as a sport person, so how does it feel like seeing the return of round leather game back into action?
Oh, it's pleasing because football is life, and it's like the globe is lifeless. So to have the German Bundesliga back last weekend gives hope to other major leagues across the globe. So it's pleasing to have it back.
You said life is lifeless.
Yes, football is life. Football is life. So when there's no football, everything is like boring. Everything is like drab. So when we have them back, last weekend when the Bundesliga resumed, Sky Sports had a program, and they had an average of 6 million viewers across the globe. Wow,
that same day?
Yes. So following the goal highlights in the match day 26. So that is unprecedented because they've never had that figure in Germany. Wow. Even considering the fact that the death toll is rising as well as a number of confirmed cases. So still yet the DFL, that's the German Football Authority, gave them the green light to go ahead and play the league. And still yet we don't have any report of any player testing positive for the coronavirus in Germany, not other leagues. So that gives hopes to other leagues.
So let's say you are a spokesman for football fans. What will you say, like it was like for the last 2 months, I think 2 months or 1 month, without football? Because you said football is life. So do you mean that you guys were lifeless during these 1 month without football? So what will you say? What will you say for the, like, how was it like for the 1 month without football?
I already said it. I said it's drab. Everything was dull.
But there's Netflix.
Not everyone watch movies, Netflix movies. Not everyone watch movies because week in, week out, people watch. If they don't watch the English Premier League, they watch the Spanish La Liga. They follow the Italian Serie A. So especially the two major leagues, which are the EPL and the Spanish La Liga. So people have been so bored at home. They are already staying indoors. So they don't even have that opportunity to follow live football matches. So it has been drab, it has been dull.
Wow. So you said after the German league returned into action, there has none of the players have been confirmed positive to the coronavirus. But then we still know that the COVID-19 confirmed cases still keeps increasing. So do you think it is advisable to continue, or do you think it's actually right for the German league to resume back into action? Regarding looking at the increase of the COVID-19 cases? For me,
it should be at their own discretion because from my findings, Germany has a total case of close to 180,000 coronavirus patients. So despite that figure, I think they ease restrictions, allow small businesses to open, and allow sporting activities like football in the top tier to resume. And they put in some measures to curtail the spread of coronavirus. Like I said, no German Bundesliga player has tested positive to coronavirus. And before they come onto the pitch, they are supposed to come onto the pitch with their face mask or nose mask. They also tested all the players. Then they are supposed to maintain social distancing, and the traditional pre-match handshake is not allowed as well. Then even on the pitch, though you know football is a contact sport.
I wanted to ask that. How is social distancing going to approach on the field?
I think that is a bit controversial in the sense that, like I said, football is a contact sport. Yes. There's no way the opposing teams would not collide, would not make tackles, and but the only thing is, it's out of all the matches played on match day 26, it was only in one match that we had an incident of the players celebrating together. All other teams, when they score a goal, you know, it is the norm in football. When they score a goal, you celebrate with your teammates, you hug. But yes, they play in an empty stadium. All the stadia are empty. No fans are allowed in the stadia. So they're still yet. When they score a goal, you are not allowed. You can just maintain your 2 meter. So
how is the fun? Because there is this fun when you just see your teammates celebrate together.
Yes, but you still see the smile on the faces of the player. That means they are still happy. Like I said, it was just in the game between Hertha Berlin and Offenheim that we had the Hertha Berlin players violating the social distancing rule. They actually held themselves together, hugged themselves, gave themselves high five. So although the authorities maintained they won't sanction them, but still yet they advised them that in the future they should try and adhere to the social distancing rule. But critics say that is needless because on the pitch of play they already have contact. So what's the essence of saying they shouldn't celebrate go together? But it's just very pleasing to have the league back because it gives hope. For example, though myself I'm a Manchester United fan, but I would love to see Liverpool lift the EPL trophy because they thoroughly deserve it.
All right, guys, let's go on a very short break. We still have a lot of questions for our in-out sports analyst right here, so do stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
And a sharp X lofted in really well, and Baumgartner was coming in on. Here's the Ibisevic. There's no foul. And he carries on, and a big chance here for Cunha. Great save by Baumann.
Here we see what happened. No, but
a piece of Dortmund attacking breaks the deadlock. It can be.
Ball in. And the shot has been saved.
Absolutely. Thunderous strike we're seeing here.
Max can deliver quality.
Oh, and it's
headed away, and this is Jonas Hoffmann for number 4. Hoffmann, oh, the clearance.
Done really well here on a Siwo. Boetius! At the World Cup in 2018. Recover.
Alright guys, welcome back and thank you for staying with us. And yes, Mr. Ridwan, thank you for staying with us.
Thank you.
The next question for today is, you know, some players have refused to return back to training out of fear. We have the likes of Watford player, Troy, even Chelsea's Kante had to take excuse for himself because of, you know, he doesn't want to go to training because out of fear. So what's your take on this?
Yes, the club has to respect the decision of these players, and I'm sure the clubs have respected their decisions. Like Troy Deeney, you mentioned, has not resumed to Watford training. Despite that fact, his colleagues at the football club resumed training on Tuesday. So almost all Premier League teams resumed training. Some on their individual stands might feel they are not ready to resume training on for personal reasons, like Troy Deeney rightly said, and it's understandable. He says his young son has this breathing difficulty, and as well, and he's still yet to get over the death of his father. So these are personal reasons which the club have to respect, and they understand as well.
So out of the fear of COVID-19, which some of them have failed to return back to, so do you think, like looking at the business angle now, you said they have to respect the decisions of these players. So looking at the business angle, you know, I don't think income will be coming in as usual because of the suspended activity. So do you think these players should still be receiving those huge pay they receive even as activities are being suspended?
Well, I think that depends on the club's financial capability. When you are talking about the English Premier League, you're talking about Manchester United. It's a big club, not not only in stature, also in terms of finance and funds. When you are talking about the Spanish La Liga, Real Madrid, Barcelona, there are two huge teams there. But despite that fact, Real Madrid can thrive during this coronavirus period. Same cannot be said of FC Barcelona. They are already growing. Yes, their players I think took pay cut, but some teams did not cut the salary or wages of their players. But some so-called top teams cut the wages of their players. So yes, income are not coming. Let us go back to the Bundesliga. Like yes, it's like a ghost game at the weekend because there are no fans. So what the Dortmund goalkeeper said, it's like just catching fun, the type of football you play while growing up on the streets. So it's just like catching fun. So in Germany, some fans are lodging that complaint of, are you not refunding our ticket fee? You know, so in Europe, some pay their ticket fee annually. So some are already grown, you know, like some are even saying they should halt play and continue action after this coronavirus pandemic dies down. But the German Bundesliga authorities insist they have to go on, despite the fact that they are not, their revenue has been hit. Still yet they have sponsorships. They still get meager money from these things. But you know, they just feel they have to. I think Bundesliga remains like 8 matches, if I'm not mistaken. So most of these leagues, just few matches remains for them to be completed. And for example, in the English Premier League, if Liverpool can win just 2 games, they are crowned champions. So it's just like it's just very fewer games remaining. So to your question of finance, I mean revenue. So yes, it
should be on their financial capability.
Yes, yes.
So in your own opinion, is it a kudos to the German league for, you know, returning back to action, or you think they should actually take the advice of people around them that they should just halt on their you know, activities?
For me, I think it is when we record cases of coronavirus in their league that it can, probably that is dangerous, because coronavirus is not a death sentence. I was watching a clip yesterday. There's a player who contracted the coronavirus, resumed training. The Paulo Dybala of Juventus. He resumed training with his colleagues. So
he must have recovered.
Yeah, he recovered fully. He trained with the likes of Ronaldo, the likes of Chiellini yesterday. So, but of course, when you know, it's been long they saw. So still yet, because of the situation, they have to greet themselves from afar and just they have to maintain professionalism. So it is not like Chelsea's Odoi contracted the disease; he has recovered. So the Chelsea, Arsenal, yes. So there's light at the end of the tunnel. So it's not like it's a death sentence. We have players who contracted it; they returned, and it's not. So you can always recover. So you think other leagues should actually resume back to actions? I mean, do you think other leagues to also resume back to actions? Yes, the Bundesliga is like a template for other major leagues. Some leagues have already cancelled their leagues, like the French Ligue 1 and the Belgian League. Belgian League, understandably, Club Brugge are announced as champions, and the French League as well, where PSG was leading by a wide margin. They were also announced champions as well. But in the Dutch league, we had the top two teams tied. Still, the league was outrightly cancelled. So, like I said, it's like a template. So other leagues, what I think they are doing now is like they are observing what is happening in Germany. So German league, okay. So in the next, let's give 2-3 weeks, I'm very sure some major leagues will also take major decisions on the fate of the league. All right. Thank you so much, Ridwan Yusuf. It's my pleasure to discuss sports here. Thank you. All right, guys. That'll be all for today on Insight on AllNews Nigeria TV. Thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful episode of Insight. Do also join me next week on another beautiful episode. I still remain your host, Praise Ganiyu. Bye and stay safe.